Florida. You can watch the show on YouTube. Search Out of Bounds Sports. We're streaming live on the Out of Bounds radio app. And the news broke yesterday that the Rays, Tampa Bay Rays, add Jake Mangum to the 40-man roster. And we want to welcome in the Hit King, Jake Mangum, to the Out of Bounds show on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line. Jake Mangum, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Bo? Long-time listener. I think 10th time caller. Good to hear you. Good to hear from you, man.
I love it. Where are you, man? You in Starkville?
Yeah, I'm in Starkville for this week. I was in Rankin County last week and just kind of bouncing back and forth between Pearl and Starkville, man. Just the normal off-season stuff. Got
to see the fam, I guess, in Rankin County, and they'll be coming up to see you this weekend. So tell me, how did this happen? Where were you? How did you find out that you'll be added to the 40-man roster for the Rays?
Well, I mean, and I guess it's a great something I've been looking forward to and hoping for a long time. The 40-man roster is kind of the major league team has a 26-man roster during a normal game. So there's but the 40-man roster is combined maybe one or two guys in Double A and the rest AAA, sometimes all AAA. But this is it just gives me a better opportunity to get up to the big leagues, man. It kind of frees you up a little bit. But I was on hole number 2 at Old Waverly and got the call, man. And I know I told my mom this yesterday, but I had a ladybug fly on my golf cart at the tee box of hole number 2, and then in the fairway of hole number 2. Yes, I found the fairway on hole number 2. Not many other holes, but on hole 2, I found the fairway. And yeah, man, got the call right there. It was awesome.
Dude, that is so cool. So
yeah, man, and I know for anyone that's kind of kept up with me over the years of baseball, they typically know my mom's deal with the ladybugs, and yeah, dude, ladybug like kind of flew right there on the golf cart, landed on the windshield of it, and got a call right there. It was kind of crazy, and I know my mom will never let me stop hearing that one, but really cool little deal right there.
All right, so shout out to Stacy, Jake's mom. And we're visiting with Jake Mangum, the Hit King, and he finds out yesterday. Now this is cool. One of the coolest golf courses in the Southeast, in the country, really. Old Waverly. Jake's on number 2. Ladybug flies on his. What'd you say? Golf cart or golf bag?
Golf cart.
Love it.
The windshield of it. Pretty crazy, man.
God. And then, so you took a call from somebody. Who called you in the organization?
Oh, there was a couple guys on the call, but man, it's a cool deal, man. Really cool deal. I didn't see it coming. Because yesterday was the deadline. Yesterday was the deadline for the 40-man going into the business side and the winter meetings and I don't know, just for whatever. Yesterday was the deadline. So if it didn't happen yesterday, it wasn't going to happen this off season. And I just after a couple phone calls, I didn't think it was going to happen. So yesterday I kind of woke up thinking I didn't even think about it. And I was just like, not getting added. It'll be all right. We'll keep moving. We'll keep working. But yeah, dude, got the call. Added me to the 40-man. Now I still got to go to camp and play good at camp. And which doesn't mean I'm on the big league team yet, but it means I'm on their roster. So opportunities there. Just got to go take it.
And what time of day, what time were you on number 2 at Old Waverly yesterday, roughly?
Oh, about 1:30.
Okay. All right. And were you playing with the group or how did that?
Yeah, Kyle Bales and Denver McQuarrie, my old roommate and my old teammate at Mississippi State.
Yes.
And, yeah, it's pretty, yeah, so 2 good buddies of mine. And we were out there and got the call, man. Pretty cool deal.
Now, how was your golf game yesterday?
Not very good. I was all over the place. My phone started blowing up a little bit.
Once it hit Twitter?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's crazy how Twitter works, man. Once it hit Twitter, my phone started blowing up. And Facebook.
Okay.
I'll say that, too.
Yeah, I saw I didn't see it till a little bit later, maybe in the afternoon.
I haven't been on Facebook in forever, but a lot of people reached out and said they saw it on Facebook. I don't know, just wherever you get your social media stuff.
Sure.
It's crazy how stuff spreads on social media. But, you know, man, it's really very excited.
You should be. You've worked your tail off, man.
Yeah. It's, I'm fired up about it. We just got to go. We got to keep working, man. This sitting, getting added to the 40-man. It's a step in the right direction, but it's still not the goal that we set out for. So we still got some work.
Sure. Jake Mangum on the Out of Bounds Show, brought to you by two brothers in Starkville, Mississippi. And he found, all right, so this is an unbelievable story. Mangum finds out yesterday he's at Old Waverly, which is one of the coolest spots in the Southeast. He's playing golf with two good friends. He's on hole number 2. A ladybug flies on the windshield of the golf cart, which is tied into his mom, and then he's added to the 40-man roster for the Tampa Bay Rays. Do you know, like, you already go down there early? I know that.
Yeah, I got a January camp. So I'll be heading down January 7th, travel day. January 8th, we'll have a very light camp that starts rolling. Major League camp will start probably February 8th.
Wow, you're going down even earlier.
After that January camp, I'll have like a 2-week window where I can either come home or stay down there. It's kind of just, we'll see where we're at. But I'll probably come back. I'd like to get back and watch a couple of these basketball games in January, especially in SEC play that time of year. So I'll come back for a week or two. Then we'll get rolling full swing in February. But got to head down in January for a little bit.
What was it like living in Durham? And this, I mean, you had a great year this past summer, but what was that like being in North Carolina?
I tell everybody that's baseball fans around anytime, anyone from anywhere, when I meet a baseball fan, I say, you got to go to Dudy Noble. You got to go to Dudy Noble and experience that. You got to go experience a primetime Dudy Noble game before, it's a bucket list thing. Durham, North Carolina is also one of those places. It's unbelievable. It's the best minor league stadium, best minor league atmosphere you can possibly get on a nightly basis. I'd say on average, I'd say it's Durham, no question. It was awesome, man. The community loves baseball. I don't know if it has something to do with the movie or just that I don't know, but Durham Bulls from the movie Bull Durham, like
sure.
Fan base eats it up, man. We get 10, 11,000 pretty much every single night. Pretty crazy for AAA baseball.
What?
Yeah, special place to play. Loved it. Lived in downtown Durham, right behind right field. Walk to work every day. The downtown area in Durham, so clean. So a lot of things to do, a lot of places to eat. Fantastic. Really, as good of a minor league experience as you can possibly have.
So they pack the park almost every night, Jake Mangum? That's awesome.
No doubt. It's they eat it up, man. They eat it up, and it was awesome to play for.
Jake Mangum joining us on the Out of Bounds Show. He's on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line. This segment is brought to you by Two Brothers' new sister restaurant, Older Brother Bistro. Best Reuben, muffaletta, shrimp po' boy that you will have. Jake Mangum finds out that he'll be on the 40-man roster for the Tampa Bay Rays yesterday on hole number 2 at Old Waverly. That's super cool. He had a great summer in Durham, hit like 320, was player of the year, all that kind of stuff. And now he'll be on the 40-man roster. You got a question?
Yeah.
All right, Jackson Meadows, come on in here and ask the Hit King.
I got to ask about the ladybug, right?
Oh, you want to know the tie between the ladybug and Stacy?
Obviously, it's superstitious, right?
Jake, do you have superstitions, my man?
I try to stay very far away from superstitions.
Very
far. But now, look, if I have a good game and I ate this breakfast, do I go eat the breakfast the next day? Sure. You want to call that superstition? I don't know. But the ladybug deal is when I was in college, it kind of started coming about with my mom, especially during like the Vanderbilt Super Regional and stuff like that. But no, honestly, before that, man, my great grandmother, when she passed away, my mom was cleaning out her house, and there were just the only thing left was ladybugs. I'm pretty sure. You should have my mom come on and tell that story. She would eat it up. But ladybugs has always been my mom's thing. It's my mom's thing of just God telling her that her grandmother, my great grandmother, is with her. Like, she's with you. She's always with us, and God's with us, and all that stuff. And there's just I used to kind of make fun of her a little bit, not make fun of her, but just like, Mom, you're a little crazy. But you're a little crazy.
But if it works, it works, right?
But I'm just saying with the ladybug stuff, like, she would yeah. But dude, just time and time again, just God's kind of been showing us that, like, He's with us, and my great grandmother, just I think the ladybug is just kind of something in our family that God uses to talk to us a little bit, and
That's cool.
And it flies.
I know. I'm sure that sounds crazy to some people, but it's been enough times now in situations where I'm just like, all right, I hear you. I'm just gonna listen now, and
it's a fantastic story, and the fact that one flew on your golf cart windshield yesterday before the Tampa Bay Rays call you while you're at Old Waverly is unbelievable. We're visiting with Jake Mangum.
In season, I was going through a slump. Father's Day rolls around.
No way.
I was going through a tough time. Father's Day rolls around. On my wrist tape, I got, Dad, Dada, my mom's dad, and then Big John on the other. Just cool stuff. Ladybug flew on my wrist tape where my grandparents and Dad's name were. It's just I could sit down and talk to you all day about just some weird stuff with that. But yesterday was just another little gobwink thing, man. Really cool.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it kind of blew me away. I was sitting there with my buddy Kyle. He was driving the golf cart, and I was like, "Hey, dude, look, ladybug!" Like, kind of pointed it out, and I was like, "Stacy, be fired up right now."
And then you get a call.
Yeah.
All right. When the call comes up on your phone, did you say, okay, that's an area code from Tampa or South Florida, and oh my gosh, this could be the call?
It's from Covington, Louisiana.
Oh.
Yeah. And well, see, the Rays have staff all over the place.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And
did you take it or let it go to voicemail?
I missed it.
Okay.
You were probably chipping or
my second shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was taking my second shot, and then got in the golf cart, had a missed call, called him back. I didn't do that. I really didn't see it coming. My agent kind of told me it wasn't looking good for yesterday's deadline. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, kind of, it's all right. We've been through this. We'll be all right. We'll keep going. And they called me, man. Kind of took me, my agent, my family by surprise. There ain't no doubt about that.
Dang. That is awesome. Okay, this is super cool. We're visiting with Jake Mangum. He is now on the 40-man roster for the Tampa Bay Rays. He's worked at it, had unbelievable success his whole life, the last few years. Had a great season with the Durham Bulls. He just shared that story of how committed and gung-ho that fan base is. And now he'll be on the 40-man roster. He'll head out in January. Now, let's switch gears. Got a couple of minutes here. You mentioned hoops. How much fun are you having watching Josh Hubbard and Cam Matthews ball out for Jans?
I'm having a blast, and I highly recommend that any Mississippi State fan in the state of Mississippi, or shoot, Noah Mashburn comes from Birmingham. I just highly recommend that you support this basketball team, men's and women's. We got two great basketball teams right now. I'm not trying to be some like salesman or anything, but like, really like where our athletics are at Mississippi State right now. I really, really do. I like what Levy's building. I think football is going to be in a great spot very soon. Soccer, fantastic. Men's, women's basketball, freaking awesome right now. Go support them. This basketball team, I was just in South Haven against Utah.
Nice.
Man, awesome game. What they showed in that game, coming out slow in the first half and coming out in the second half, just electric. Showed me that they're going to win some games that are tight down the stretch. We have so many shooters, so many different options. I mean, we got like 8-9 guys that can be in our starting five any given night. We've had 4 games, 4 different starting fives. Pretty electric, man. We got Hubbard's one of the best players in the country, and he's got help around him. It's really cool, man. Fired up about this basketball team. Fired up.
Yeah, down double digits on Sunday and come back against a good Utah team. I agree with you, man. So impressed with the way Hub came out in the second half, and then at the end, Matthews burying free throws to make sure to put it to bed. Those are 2 alphas and leaders. You know all about that. And they've got some nice pieces with Melendez and Harris and Clary and Kugel and so on. Oh, and Keyshawn looked good. Murph looked good over the weekend. I think he'll just get better because he's been hurt the last 3 years, so hopefully he stays healthy.
Yeah, Murphy had 18 points, 13 rebounds against Utah. That was
good grief,
dude. Yeah, if we can get that out of him, man, there's no telling what we could do. And then Cam, 5th-year senior, he goes 5 for 5. He missed the last one, so he was 5 for 6, but he was 5 for 5 in the last 6 free throws. That was for him to do that.
Clutch.
Yeah, dude. Without even him saying anything, for him to do that, that just shows you that he's been working his tail off, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
That dude's been working. And for him to have that success in a big neutral site game, I know it was South Haven against Utah, but it's still neutral site. And for that to be a neutral site game, man, that was a big deal.
Well, look.
But, Friday they're at Dallas, at SMU. Women's basketball has got a game tonight at home. But Friday night they're at SMU. That's going to be the first true big road test. So we need to watch them. Hopefully they do well. I can't make it out to Dallas, but need to watch them.
Well,
my buddy Andrew Lula's making it out to Dallas, though. So we got some people rolling out to Dallas. So it'll be good.
I love it. Hey, Jake Mangum, thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll get you in studio in the month of December. And congratulations. We'll talk soon, okay?
Thanks, Bo. Y'all have a great day.
See you, buddy. The Hit King, Jake Mangum, on the 40-man roster for the Tampa Bay Rays. He joined us on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line. And that interview was brought to you by Mississippi's College Town. That's where Jake Mangum is. It's where he works out in the offseason. Obviously, the baseball facility there is unbelievable. And he likes to play golf at 3 of the best golf courses around, Starkville Country Club, Old Waverly, it's just magnificent, and Mossy Oak Golf Club. He found out on hole number 2. That is so cool that when he found out. We're live in the Bank Plus studio. Carl Johnson, director of the sports book for the Beau Rivage at 9:30.